All right, Ella, so we're going to go cross court, okay? All right. Sticking along lines with consistency, okay? So first thing I want us to do, I want you to focus on trying to hit the same pace ball every time, okay? So you're going to focus on, like, it doesn't matter what kind of ball I hit, you are going to decide the pace that you are going to, like, and you can hit like 2 or 3 to be like, okay, that's the pace I'm going to go with. And then I want you to focus on, like, focusing on hitting that same ball, okay? And so whatever I hit, like I might throw a slice in, I might throw a high ball in, like, so you got to pick a pace that you think, okay, I'm going to be pretty consistent at hitting the same exact shot every single time, okay? And then the intention is to kind of stay locked in, like we just talked about, staying locked in and trying to do the exact same thing for as many times as you can. And you got to practice like kind of the brain muscle and saying, okay, I'm going to try to stay in the same target every single time, okay? All right, here we go. Good. 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 Nice, Ella. Good. Excellent. Beautiful. Awesome. Very good. Staying focused. Great work. Perfect. It's in there. Very nice. Good. Being conscious of your choice every time. Beautiful. Good. Excellent job. Tough one. Sorry. Good choice. Nice. Very good. Very good. Staying with it. Okay. So that was a great rally. Did you feel like you were like on point like you stayed pretty locked in? Okay. That last ball made you move a little bit more. Did you tend to be like, oh, and forget, or you felt like you did it there and just you might have missed it? Okay, so that's an example of something that changes our mentality really fast. Like all of a sudden, I feel like I've got to rush, right? So I want to set the standard with my feet, which we've talked about, to like work on getting my feet there, but that not necessarily trying to affect my swing as much as I'm moving to the ball. Now, that was very good. I like that. I'm going to make it a little trickier for you though, okay? Every ball needs to land in front of these cones. Okay, so now I'm giving you a target, and I want you to pick the same speed. And the reason it's shorter versus this way is because I'd rather you change the pace to be a little bit on the slower side versus the faster side right now, okay? So the goal is for every ball to land in front of the cones. No matter where you are, you know that the target is in front, okay? Ready? Here we go. Good, Ella. Good. Beautiful job. Very nice. In front of the cones. Good. Good. Very good. Good speed. Nice. Great work. Very nice. Good control. Excellent. Very well done. Good. Excellent. It's great work. Good. 5 more. What happened? And I always say that because, like, again, it's not a bad thing at all, right? It's like that. But when I'm in that situation, I forget about the target. And then I'm just like, I got to get the ball out. Like, the key is like understanding where you want the ball to go. And obviously, I gave you the harder one first. It's actually harder to take a ball that's coming fast and slow it down, right? And put it in the box where you want it. It's a little easier when the ball is coming a little faster. Now, I don't want you to necessarily change the speed of your ball that you just hit. I want you to change the depth of it. Okay, so it shouldn't feel like all of a sudden you're going full throttle because I'm going to ask you to go behind the cones. Okay, You should feel like you're able to still control the pace like you just were, but you're going to make sure that you extend a little bit more to try to get the ball a little bit deeper every time. Okay? All right, again, focusing on that control and balance. More space there on that ball, you've got it. So what else helps a little bit in this scenario if you're trying to go a little deeper with the ball? Just a little bit, not a ton. I don't need it to go up to the ceiling, right? But you can add a little bit more height to help you kind of get a feel for it first. Push the ball out, good. Extend out through the ball. There you go, right there. And again, a little bit more depth. So again, that's it. I got to know where my target is, okay? Like I want the ball to get back in my target zone. And again, I want you to control it. Good. Like I want it to be there, placed there on purpose. Push. I need more extension on the ball. That's it. I don't, yep, good. Adjust. Extend. Good. Nice, come on. Good. Push. That's it, better. Push. Okay. So I've said this a couple times today, actually, is my ball, right, coming in at a fast speed, okay? What does racket head speed do? Like I'm swinging my racket really fast. What does racket head speed do for me? Yes, but so a lot of times you hear the coach like, okay, I want faster racket head speed. What is that for? Okay, think it's depth, right? So really, for the most part, it's spin, right? That's the biggest reason, right? If I swing my racket faster, I create more spin. Yes, it helps me with depth, like to kind of feel like I'm strengthening up and making my shot stronger. If the ball I'm hitting has a lot of weight behind it, right? The ball I'm hitting right now does not have a ton of weight behind it, right? So for you, I think sometimes like that's where we get a little confused. We're swinging really fast when the ball's coming a little slower, instead of saying, okay, can I, and right now I asked you to kind of keep the speed the same. I didn't ask you to kind of start ripping the ball, right? So then you have to understand, okay, to get depth, I need to push my racket and extend it a little bit more and not feel like I'm trying to get to this finish really fast. That's how like mishits happen. Like on TV, if somebody mishits the ball, more often than not, they swung too fast for the speed of the ball that was coming in, right? It's like you kind of have to understand the speed is coming in at one speed. If it's really fast, sure, I got to make sure I catch up to it. But on a ball that's a little slower, I have to make sure that I'm disciplined in extending through the ball because it's not really moving as fast. Does that make sense? So you have to, when the ball's coming in and you're seeing it, right? What I'm hitting right now is just a nice steady pace shot. What I want you to focus on is, do I feel myself kind of really extending to get depth, or is the only way I know how to do it to create racket head speed? Why is that a problem? It's when you're in trouble. Like if I'm in trouble and the only way I know how to get the ball deep is to swing really fast, I'm probably not going to have a ton of control if I'm on defense. So I have to understand that skill of what it is that actually gets me the ball deeper in the court, and then how do I feel that as I'm hitting the ball? Okay? All right, are you ready? So I want you to really focus on extending through your contact point and push. That's it. And not feeling like you've got to like rip it. Good, that's it. Feel yourself extend out on the ball. That's better. Good. Just extend. Yes, that's it. Understand how to push that ball deep in the court. Atta girl. Very nice. That's it. Perfect. Unbelievable. Great job. Way to understand what I was saying. Good. That's it. That's it. Good. Just extend. Just extend. Good. Excellent. Good. Nice, nice, nice. Perfect. Good. Push. So, okay. Now we got a little faster, right? And then that's the example. Like, so there, your arm started to go a little faster, right? So then that's where the racket head speed needs to come into play, right? Like, okay, if I'm swinging faster to counter the amount of force that I'm creating on this ball, now the spin has to kick up, right? And that's where people don't measure. They don't measure, okay, the speed of this arm, okay, now I have to counter it with the spin. But if I'm swinging at like a good controlled pace, or I'm back here and I'm a little in trouble and I just want to get the ball deep, right? And I'm out of trouble, then I know how to do that. But then I also know, okay, if I'm set up and I want to be really aggressive, then I swing fast and create a lot of spin to counter the speed that I'm hitting the ball, right? Have you ever played somebody that hits like this? Like really fast, like they have such a fast racket, but the ball is not going very far because they're swinging really fast, but they're not understanding that drive through the ball, right? So you got to understand what makes the ball go through the court, and then how I control it is with the spin and the speed, okay? All right, here we go. We got a couple more. Good, I love it. That's it. That's it. That's great depth without feeling like you got to swing for the fences. Good. Very nice. Up, up, up. Good. Outstanding. Very good. Very good. That's a brilliant ball. All right, it was a little fast. That's it. Just understanding that. Brilliant. Good. So you notice at the beginning, when I said hit it deep past the cones, it was like short, deep, short, deep. Now that you're understanding, okay, how I get that ball deep is by pushing through the court, you just hit 7 or 8 in a row past the cones. Because now you're understanding that is how I get it deep. I'm not banking on the speed of my racket and the swing and the hope. I know the process of putting the ball deep in the court. So now if I want to increase the speed, right, going forward, I increase my spin. But the process of getting the ball deep in the court is exactly the same. I still have to extend through the ball as I'm hitting it. Good. Excellent job. Good. Very nice. Good, good, good. Outstanding. Adjust. Push. That's it. Understanding what's putting that ball deeper in the court. A little short, no problem. That's it, Ella. Very good. Move up to it. Move up to it. Excellent. Push. That's it. Push the ball deeper in the court. Nice. Excellent. Get a little bit of height. Push. Great. Gotcha. Push. Awesome. 4 more balls. Great job. Very smart. Way to get there. Good. Give me some topspin on it if you need to. Good. Little short push. That's it. Excellent. Nice. 2 more. Nice. Great job. Nice work, Killer.